What's up, guys? Welcome to Hollywood Studios and thanks for being with us. So hopefully we're gonna get on Rise of Resistance today. We're gonna do a bunch of rides. We're gonna check out what Hollywood Studios is like with the COVID pandemic and stuff going on. It is December, kids are still out of school, so I would guess Hollywood Studios is gonna be pretty busy, but we're gonna see what it's like and we're taking you guys with us. So come on, let's go have some fun. So we are walking into Toy Story Mania now, and if you guys haven't seen my video on the tips and tricks for this, check it out. And yeah, I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna smoke Nikki and Ethan. Yeah, give me the face.
Yeah, we'll see.
You ain't beating nobody, bro.
It's been a little while, and I'm rusty because I haven't been in a while.
She ain't beat me. She ain't beat me in this.
Beat him all the time.
She used to beat me. As you guys can probably tell, just like all the other rides, they've put like barriers up in between the two rows. That way you can't be in contact with anybody. See what happened. Come on. I know I beat her. I know I beat her. 224,900. I must have smoked her. Let's see. Did I get her? This is the moment of truth. 252,800. She beat me. She beat me. 252,800. That's got to be a high score for her. So that's what happens when you talk a bunch of smack about beating Nikki in Toy Story Mania.
You can't see it because we're moving. Hold on.
I'll just tell you, she beat me by 30,000 points.
I got 250.
So this is a lot. She got me good.
252,800, and that's not my best score, but it was enough to take down the freaking smack talker, which is all I needed, because you talk smack, and it doesn't usually be not good for you. My arm is about to fall off, but I did it.
She got me. So there's always next time. I wasn't able to unlock all the unlocks. I only got 2, and then I did pretty bad on them, honestly. I haven't played this in a while, so
Do you know how many unlocks
but still,
I got?
224, that's pretty good.
I got 0 unlocks this time.
So you had 0 unlocks and still beat me.
Still beat you. I was
the unlocks might not always help you.
No.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's actually a news helicopter like literally hovering like over the park, and it's very, very close. You just never see that. I actually had a staff member come up to me and ask me if I could tell what news company it's actually from, and it looks like it's Channel 2 News, so just a little weird at Hollywood Studios to see that going on here. So it's time to head over to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad and see what kind of changes they have made to this ride, and if those changes are going to actually affect your ride experience. So come on with us, let's go find out. So for obvious reasons, I guess they're not doing the show.
Okay.
Why are they not doing the show?
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID, they just can't have a theater with people in it. Obviously, they've put the glass up in between the rows also, but they do have hand sanitizing stations right before you get on, so that is kind of nice. So as you guys can see, we were not lucky enough to get a front row on this ride, so the glass is definitely visible in our view right now. And yeah, it's definitely there. You definitely notice it. And there's a lot of reflections on it. So I believe it definitely does take away from the ride experience. But I want to know what you guys think. When you guys see the plexiglass, or if you've been on one of these rides with the plexiglass, do you think that's going to ruin or maybe lessen your ride experience? Is it going to affect your ride at all? So just let me know in the comments what you guys think on this. Yeah, so for us, we definitely thought that the glass took away from the ride, and it just kind of takes away that immersiveness that this ride counts on to make it amazing. So this ride is really, really good. If you guys want to see what this ride looks like without the glass, I'll leave a link in the description for when we went on it on opening day. But yeah, I would really, really love to see the glass kind of go away, and hopefully, you know, 2021 is going to be a better year for us, and maybe we'll get through a lot of these precautions and kind of get back to normal. But for now, guys, this is what you're going to be seeing. And, you know, try to make the best of it, but the glass does make a difference, and hopefully you get a front row seat and then it won't matter to you.
Can I help you?
Little suntan lotion
Yeah, just in a couple little spots.
in December.
Yes.
In December.
Only in a couple spots.
We're not supposed to use suntan lotion in
This year,
December.
That's it.
It's kind of hot.
It's pretty hot, but we are on the 2.
Yeah,
two
two suns.
So, not surprised.
Green milk time. Does it taste like grass?
I think it tastes like grass.
I think it tastes like grass too. Ethan really likes it though.
You know what I think it tastes like? I think it tastes like how Soren smells when you're in the elephant seat.
Yeah, yeah, it's got that.
Guys, with all the COVID protocols going on, mobile ordering is in full effect here at Hollywood Studios, so make sure that you download the app and get all your payment stuff squared away. That way you are fully prepared for when you're there at Hollywood Studios to make your mobile order.
Maybe I had a hole in my card because I spent some money here.
Right.
That was not the case. It just literally didn't work online for some reason.
Well, what's weird is, so like if you're having problems with the app, like they're having problems with the app right now, or if you were paying cash right now, they turned people away that were paying cash because you have to place a mobile order.
Correct.
No, they don't prefer cash. They're literally not taking cash.
Oh, he told me they prefer card.
Well, 2 kids just came up and they had cash, and they said, no, you can't pay with cash right now because they're getting so backed up because they're short-handed. Just like at all the other parks that we've said, you know, told you guys, at all the other parks, they're short-handed. They're short-handed here too. So they're mobile ordering because they don't have enough staff to do normal orders. So that's what's going on here. So if you guys are going to want to order like milk or any of the foods here, you're going to want to have this set up. So take a quick look at that, take a picture of the QR, and you can get that set up before you get here because you have to mobile order. You don't have a choice. So we just finished Toy Story Mania, and we are almost up for Rise of the Resistance.
Very excited.
Very close. So we haven't been on it since they did some changes due to COVID. So it'll be interesting to see what that's like. As you guys can probably tell, we are in the line for Rise of the Resistance. We did get a boarding group. We did not get a boarding group first thing in the morning. We did get into the second round of boarding groups, but we were able to get one. So our tips and tricks do actually work. We just weren't able to get one in the morning. I mean, they went so fast, it was crazy. But we did get on the ride. We did ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad today. We were able to ride Slinky Dog. We were able to ride Toy Story Mania. And we're gonna get on Smuggler's Run too. So pretty successful day, even with it being as busy as it is. I mean, it is crazy busy at the parks with all the schools and everything out. So I think we did pretty good. Super dark in here. Let's get that ISO up. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That's looking better, huh? Thank you, Sony. I love you.
I'm on my dot.
Shouldn't you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a first-order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pokhara. I'll regroup with you there.
Green is going to be towards the front. Silver and yellow is going to be towards the back. Green is in the front, silver and yellow towards the back.
Green dots up here, find your color. Green dots up here, same color, same group, please recruit. I have a green dot right here, please. I have a green dot right here. I have a green dot to the back corner, please. A green dot along the back wall. A green dot along the back wall.
Okay, the crew you're gonna go around, you're gonna stand right in here. The crew you're gonna stand right there.
So they assign you a color, and then that color is the color that you have to stand on.
Your face coverings must be worn properly at all times.
So it's definitely a little different.
Thank you, Black Leader, are you and your team ready? Affirmative, engines are on.
So you can see, like, when they give you a color, even in the pre-lobby, you stay on that color, the same color the whole time. So if you're on green, you stay on green.
And hold on, recruits. More ships launch.
They definitely are keeping a distance socially. I mean, they've got barriers up, so it's as good as it can possibly be.
As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with
The only thing that's slightly disappointing about this is now whatever spot you're on, you have to stay there. So you actually could miss some of the pre-show. Like, you used to be able to just walk around the ship, kind of stick wherever you wanted, and you could get a really good view of the whole pre-show. And now, unfortunately, you can't do that. So you're kind of stuck in an area. So it does take away from that, like I said, that immersive experience a little bit. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this matters to you, the pre-show? Like, are you missing out on anything because of this?
Attention! All aboard this transport. This ship is now under the command of the First Order. Get out. Get out.
So it does feel a bit more rushed now, which is kind of a shame because this is such a sought-after ride that only a few thousand people a day get to ride. As you guys can see, they have the plexiglass barriers here too, separating the two lines. These actually kind of blend in with the actual scenery, so this isn't actually too bad. It kind of feels like it should be there almost. So this one didn't really bother me too much, and like I said, I do understand why they have to do it.
Three. My three. Proceed down this line here to the next lieutenant along the wall. 2, you will follow them. How many here? 6. Are you all here? Yes.
As you guys can see, people are distanced inside here. This is another pre-show lobby, and the reason for that is they assign you an actual color again. And so the colors are spaced and you just stand on your color, so that keeps everybody where they're supposed to be, and that color will remain your color onto the actual ride vehicle too, so try to remember it when you're in this room.
Divas,
Yes, General.
enemies of the First Order, we will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I.
Stand back, recruits, stand back.
Here we go. Here we go.
So lucky for us, blue is actually a front row color, so no plexiglass in front for us. But as you guys can see behind me, there is plexiglass separating the two rows. So I'm going to ask the people behind us when we're done with the ride and see what they thought about the plexiglass and if it affected them at all. So yeah, that should be kind of interesting. So sit back and enjoy the ride.
I'm good. Yeah.
So the plexiglass for us didn't really affect us as we were sitting in the front, but I did notice a lot of empty carts, which means to me they are definitely not getting as many people as they could through this ride due to COVID. So that is why getting a boarding group for this ride is so much harder now, because it's even more limited than it already was. Now, I already have a tips and tricks video on how to get a better boarding group. I will be redoing that as the boarding group system has changed a little bit, but my older tips and tricks do work just the same. It's just a little different now.
So again, I mean, the glass is there for your protection. I get all that. It does inhibit the ride a little bit. It obviously takes away from that immersive experience, but they have to put the glass there. What are they going to do? So And of course, hand sanitizer right outside the ride.
So no Star Wars experience is complete without riding Smuggler's Run. Some people compare this to Star Tours, but this ride is much more immersive, and you like literally feel like you're in the ship flying it. So I think Star Tours is still a good ride. I would definitely hit it. Don't miss that ride. But this is on a whole nother level, and it is very fun. The kids love it, all the buttons and stuff you can push, and it actually feels like you're doing something. So it's really awesome, and it's only an 80-minute wait, so we're taking you guys with us. Let's go.
Oh man. Cargo?
For your safety, remain seated and supervise young legs. Por favor.
Okay. They know there's only one pilot.
Watch it. Chewie makes flying this thing look easy, hey? Robots are online.
Yes.
The pilot, hit the goosebumps. Now let's go
Get the boosters.
The plane.
Oh, it's coming.
Keep shooting.
Keep shooting. Nice. We got it.
Yes. We got the 2X here. I will grab it. You keep up to that plane. Punch.
Oh no.
Things are getting too hot.
Oh no.
A distraction. Fire the missiles at the train.
Fire the missiles. Oh, I gotta jump.
Let's get up.
Yeah. Dude, we did it.
Yes, Chewie will pilot us in remote.
Oh,
You
Chewie's such a
retrieve
much
2
better pilot than
containers
we are.
of coaxium. This will greatly help the resistance.
How do we do?
Hey, not bad.
8,318. All right. I mean, it's not horrible. I feel like Hondo's taken a lot from us, honestly.
Oh, wait.
Oh man, the ship is in bad shape. Oh, it's sparking and arcing and oh look, the diff cover. All right, guys. So I was actually just taking a look at the footage real quick, and I kind of wanted to see, just to make sure that you guys were going to see the same thing that me and Nikki saw. So when we were at the parks, we definitely had those barriers kind of in our way, causing some issues as far as glare goes. So I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Does this matter to you? Do you care that you're going to have glare and a barrier in front of you? Do you think it's going to take away from your ride experience at all? I don't know. I mean, that's going to probably matter to you. For us, it does take away from the ride experience. I have been on these rides prior to COVID, so without barriers and with barriers now, it's definitely more immersive without the barriers and just a better overall experience. So that's just my 2 cents. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely hit that like button for me if you liked it, and you probably want to hang out and hit that subscribe button because we are going to be doing an updated video to Rise of the Resistance, how to get a boarding group. And I know that a lot of you guys are having a real major issue getting boarding groups for Rise of the Resistance. And just so you guys know, we have been on Rise of the Resistance 15 times. Every time we've been to Hollywood Studios since it opened, we have been able to get a boarding group. And my tips and tricks work very well for that, and we've used them since we started getting boarding groups. So I'm going to do an updated video as that whole process has changed a little bit. So stick around because 2021 is going to be a fantastic year for the channel, and we're going to be putting out some really cool content. So I hope you guys will come with us for all of our cool adventures.